quick history lesson given what's happening in neighboring Bangladesh. Sheikh Hasina's regime has come to an unceremonious end after angry young Bangladeshi protesters brought her government to its knees, defying the curfew, consequently ending the Awami League era. This significant outbreak in Bangladesh has scripted a new chapter for the country's history. Jubilant-looking crowds waved flags on the streets of Dhaka and vandalized Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's statue. He is not just Sheikh Hasina's father, but the founder of the nation and its former prime minister. Thousands of protesters stormed Sheikh Hasina's palace, with scenes eerily matching what was witnessed in Sri Lanka in 2022. Protesters broke through the gates of Sheikh Hasina's official residence, prompting her to flee the country by a chopper when the army itself gave up on protecting a democratically elected leader. This country, which was born out of the 1971 Liberation War, is witnessing its worst political and civil disruption. Today, more than 50 years after the war, Bangladesh stands at the crossroads of its political future, and therefore it becomes important to understand the creation of Bangladesh and some of the important leaders who shaped it. What essentially happened was, after India and Pakistan split and we gained independence, two territories known as West Pakistan and East Pakistan came about. That is when the struggle for Bengali rights began. Relations between East and West Pakistan turned sour due to West Pakistan's refusal to accept Bengali as a state language, due to economic disparity between the two parts and the hegemony of West Pakistani ruling elite over East Pakistan. There was also an imposition of martial law amongst the several other reasons that I've listed. Tensions arose between East and West Pakistan over cultural and linguistic differences which West Pakistan refused to acknowledge. The language movement in 1952 saw protests in East Pakistan demanding recognition of Bengali as an official language. Several protesters were killed, further fueling the discontent. In 1966, leader of the Awami League, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, father of Sheikh Hasina, proposed the 6-point movement, which demanded greater autonomy for East Pakistan. This movement gained widespread support for East Pakistan. Later, in 1968, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and several others were arrested and accused of conspiring with India to secede. This further galvanized support for the Awami League. In a major turn of events which happened when the first democratic elections were held in Pakistan, the Awami League, led by Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, won a landslide victory in East Pakistan, securing 167 out of the 169 seats allotted to East Pakistan in the National Assembly. However, the ruling authorities in West Pakistan were unwilling to transfer power. Therefore, on the 7th of March 1971, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman delivered a historic speech in Dhaka calling for non-cooperation with West Pakistani government. The speech inspired millions and is considered a turning point in the liberation movement. In response to violence, members of the Mukti Bahani, this is a term that you may have heard recently as well, a guerrilla resistance movement formed by Bengali military, paramilitary and civilians, launched a mass guerrilla war against the Pakistani military, liberating numerous towns and cities in the war's initial months. At first, the Pakistani army regained momentum during the monsoon, but Bengali guerrillas counterattacked by carrying out widespread sabotage, including through Operation Jackpot against the Pakistani Navy, while the nascent Bangladesh Air Force flew sorties against the Pakistani military bases. India joined this war on the 3rd of December 1971 after Pakistan launched preemptive airstrikes on northern India. The subsequent Indo-Pakistan War involved fighting on two fronts, with air supremacy achieved in the Eastern Theatre and rapid advance of the allied forces of the Mukti Bahani and the Indian military. Pakistan surrendered in Dhaka on the 16th of December 1971, what remains till date the largest surrender of armed personnel since the Second World War. So this is precisely, and that is the iconic photograph of Pakistan there the Pakistani army surrendering to India, and the rest, of course, as they say, is history. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman became the first Prime Minister of a liberated Bangladesh. Why is it important for us to really understand the context and the history in which Bangladesh was formed and what really is happening today?
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.